It was just ocean, it was just life. It was just this utter stillness, which was appearing as everything, as appearing as time and space, and all the names and forms in it. And I just was like a little character. I was just playing in it, really, or it was just playing with me. Sometimes for the character, it felt like it was surfing a wave, or the wave was surfing it. Although it feels strange, in a sense, my character lost everything, but it was good fun to lose everything, because with the loss of everything, there was just everything. Although that sounds a lot of what I'm going to speak about sounds like a contradiction, because what we're talking about is a little bit of a paradox, well, at least to the mind. Because in many ways, what this is too simple to put into words. It just became like a love affair for my character, but for no one. The sense of Paul was changing, and my whole understanding or sense of time and space was changing. And during that period, the character became aware of what I call the ocean. There was this something, this brilliance, which was in everything, which was the space between things, which was every name and form I was experiencing. Anyway, when I talk about the ocean, I'm talking about, it's like the ocean's water, it's like the wetness of the water. That the only thing that appears is this wetness, this juiciness. This, for my character, it's like a love affair with what is, with what simply is. And because this ocean is everything, and it's free, and it's, I often say it feels like it's quite mischievous. It can also appear to be separate from itself. It can appear to be a something which is separate from the ocean, a bit like a wave on an ocean. The wave both is and isn't separate, and the me sense both is and isn't separate. But that can't be known by the something. It is only known when that something falls away. And that falling away can't be instigated. Because it doesn't matter what form that wetness takes. It doesn't matter whether the character appears to jump into the ocean with purpose and meaning, or whether the character accidentally trips over and falls into the water, or whether the character gets picked up and thrown into the water. It just gets absolutely wet. It gets absolutely saturated in this wetness of this ocean. And then it's seen, paradoxically, that there was never a separate something called a me that was having a life. There was just life, there was just this wetness, timelessly appearing. And it's the only thing in this room. It is this room. It appears as all of time and space, because the me is, the funny thing about the me and time and space, they're all the same, the words for the same thing, because when the sense of the me falls away, the sense of time and space falls away, the sense of a story in time falls away. In that sense, everything falls away. And then you're just left with this wordless juicy wetness of what the ocean is. And this cannot be got, because it already is. There's no something here that can get something called non-duality. There is no someone that can get non-duality, because it's already the case. It's already the love affair. There is just this, and this is everything. It's not a this and a that. It's just this everything. It is this and it is that. It is the me and it is you. It is here and it is there. It is us and it is them. It is utter presence and utter absence. It is form and it is formless. It is me-ness and it is beingness. It's creation and its destruction. It's life and its death. It's everything. You can't get closer to everything, and there's nothing to get closer to everything, and there's nothing to get further away from everything. There's just everything. Just this juice, just this wetness of what is. Non-duality is a funny thing, because it's an utter paradox, because it can't be spoken about, because it's not a something, it's not an objective something that you can possess or hold. It's the only thing in this room. It is this everything and no thing. This word I often use is everything. So the only thing is this energetic appearance, this no thing appearing as everything. And it's an impossibility to talk directly about it. It can't be put into words. But paradoxically, it is the words. And what's paradoxical about the separate self is that there's no one doing it. There's no separate someone that's doing the me. It's just an energetic appearance. It's like a delusion, a veil. There's nothing in there that's creating the sense of the me, or instigating it, or supporting it. There's nothing in there that can get rid of the sense of me. It's just what appears to happen. In that sense, for me, the sense of being separate, both, it's an energetic appearance of both that's real and unreal at the same time. Again, utterly frustrating to the conceptual mind. For the sense of the separate me is absolutely no use whatsoever. Because in a sense, for the sense of the me, because the me feels separate. It's the old Christian analogy of the fall from paradise. It always feels like something's missing. And it depends on the sensitivity in the character. Some characters are quite cool, and they're reasonably happy with their lives and the cigarettes. and their coffees. But for some characters, that's not enough. Because the me is always an energy that lives somewhere else. It's never just in this. It always lives in a movement. For me, it's like a movement of energy that is always somewhere else, in the past, in the future, or in a here or a there. It's always in that movement to be somewhere else. It's always dissatisfied with what is. And it's natural in a way, because the me, as I said, is time and is space. So it's born of time in that sense. And this wetness, this ocean, is boundless and timeless. So in that sense, the time and the timeless can never meet. They never meet each other. But paradoxically, they're one and the same thing. So in one sense, for me, this is an utter crazy, crazy, frustrating mystery. But for this character, that wetness, that ocean, it's blatantly obvious that it's the only thing in this room. It's all the names and forms in this room. It is time and space. It is cause and effect. It's just a love affair. And in a way, when you can't put it into, as soon as you put it into a word, it's lost in that sense. Because it's too simple to put into words. It's the wetness in the words. It's the wetness in the feeling, in the body, in the time, in the space. It's everything. It's just the speaking of words. It's the sound of words. It's the hearing of words. It's that which is hearing those words. It is in the sight, it's in what is seen, it's in that which is seeing. You can't get away from it, because it is everything. You can't get closer to it, and you can't get further away from it. If you all turned around and looked at the back of the room, it's still, that's it. If we all go out to the pub, that's it. It's the coffee cup that's picked up. It's the breath that's going through the nostrils. It's everything. Again, the paradox that this everything is simultaneously no thing. It's no thing appearing to be time and space and names and forms and stories and births and deaths and meanings. But however it appears, it's still that same wetness. It's that same ocean singing its song of silence. This is just utter silence, singing. It's this, it's what's appearing now. It's what's appearing through the five senses. because it's already complete and it's already free. And because it's utterly unconditional, there is no significance to anything that happens. The me has utterly no significance, because this doesn't see a me, it doesn't see an other. So it knows no other, it knows no separate something called a me. So the whole thing of birth and death, of beginning and end, all the dualities just collapse and fall away as being utterly meaningless, as being both real and unreal at the same time. There's just life, just this stillness dancing. There is nothing to get. And there's no one, no separate something to get a separate something else. There's nothing wrong in that appearance, but the possibility is that there's no separate something in this room. It's just what's in this room, it's just the room. It's just sounds, sensations. There's just silence roaring. It's like, it's me, it's me, it's me. It's the only sound in this room. And it's not going anywhere. This is the ocean, this is freedom, appearing as whatever. Appearing as cameras, shoes, people, stories, cups of tea, flooring, ceilings. It's all the same ocean, it's all that same wetness. Appearing as all these things. For my character, it's just becoming like a it's just a love affair, but for no one. It's just like a song. It's just a song about the love of just this. It just sings. It's the only thing in the room. It's the only song that timelessly sings. And in that sense, it's like boundlessness. Here's boundlessness. And there's again, it's not in the words. There's that wetness happens. That love affair happens.